Luke, tough test this afternoon against Manchester City. How was that for you?
Yeah, it was difficult. It was a different kind of game than what we'll probably experience throughout the season. I thought we were a lot better in the second half. The lads really came out and gave it a really good go. We spoke about things at half time and stuff, what we needed to adapt on, what we needed to improve on. And I thought everyone, gave it a right good go coming out in that second half. But, like I said, it was a difficult test against, a very talented opposition.
It was certainly a challenging first half, as you say, but also, as you say, a much better second half. I imagine that was probably quite a spirited team talk from Reeves at half time, was it?
Yeah. We spoke about it as a group. We spoke about the things we needed to improve on. Like I said, the things that weren't going right, the tactical little, things that we could implement and things that we could work on and, just, to improve the overall performance as a team. So, yeah, obviously the gaffer spoke about that and, everyone had their part to say and stuff like that. And, it kind of all came into fruition as shown in the second half.
It was certainly a mammoth effort from the lads to almost get level at the end. That team spirit must be really encouraging going into the season next week.
Oh, 100%. And, it's for the full 90 minutes, for the lads that came on, they made an absolutely massive difference. And that's what we're going to need throughout the season. We're going to need, people are going to come off and people are going to come on. And we need every single member in that changing room to really kick on and really, do what we need to do this season. But yeah, you could see the spirit. You could see that everyone really wanted to get that goal. And, you could hear the fans and everything. You could hear everyone get going and, really be behind us for that last few 15 minutes.
Hopefully we won't be in that position too many times, but it must be great knowing that team just seems like it never knows when it's beaten.
Oh, no, 100%. Like I said, there's going to be games where we're going to be behind. We're not going to be winning every game. We're not going to be, leading for full 90 minutes of every game. To see that in a pre-season game, the support that the fans can give us, and it fans, I don't know if they actually understand how much of a difference it makes when you're on the pitch. Just, hearing that roar, hearing that support, you've got that, unlimited backing that it's hard to describe, but I promise you, the 12th man really is a true thing. And to see that in pre-season, I can only imagine what it's like when this place fills up in the season.
Yeah, like you just touched on there, you've had a taste of playing in front of our core support today, just shy of 1,000 there. There's plenty more to come, I assure you. But they created a great atmosphere, as you say, towards the end, didn't they?
No, 100%. And, it's one of them things where, just being able to absorb that extra little bit of energy, and sometimes you do need it for that last 10-15 minutes as a team to kick on. And yeah, I can't wait to see this place bouncing and rocking in the season.
Brilliant. And for you personally, today was your first game since officially signing and a full 90 minutes. You're also awarded man of the match. You must be really proud of that.
No, it's nice to get that first 90 in pre-season. You always want to get that ticked off before going into the season. Legs are feeling it now and stuff, but we'll recover right and we'll be ready to go next Saturday. And yeah, obviously proud to be chosen man of the match. But you can never single out one person. It's always a team game. And I thought everyone, all 11 players, I don't know how many came on, all 16, 17, 18, however many it was, all played a key part in the performance today.
And speaking of an overall effort, you've been a part of the majority of pre-season, even as a trialist. How would you assess pre-season overall?
No, I think it's been really good. I think the lads, it's been a time where people get introduced, like myself, new players come in, players go. It's that time where, you really start to learn about each other. You really start to, develop relationships and build that chemistry ready to go into the season. And I think we're at the stage where, now people are starting to build relationships. I'm getting to know my right centre-backs, my right wingers, and, things really start coming together. So yeah, it's been really good to get involved, become a part of this team, and, we'll only continue to build and only continue to grow when things really get going.
Sounds really positive so far, even to say that we've been narrowly defeated today. But yeah, coming up to the first game of the season at home next Saturday to Worksop, you must be really excited.
Oh, absolutely buzzing. The feeling's starting to come now, that excitement for the new season ahead. We've had our break, we've rested, we've done the hard work. Everyone's in, great shape, and everyone just wants to get that first game, that first one that really, really matters on the board, and then we can just kick on and see where things go this season.